I mean, it's Cooper Rush worth 2.5 points. I would hope Quinn Ewers put up a decent stat line against Arizona State. If he didn't, we have a real problem.
You can say the same thing about Creighton. Okay, they had the one good game against Kansas at home.
When Toast talks about the kicking market, it's like some earth is flat shit. Andy, true or false, this is going to be a dog walking.
Dog walking. This is my dog walking of the day. I think it's going to be very ugly. Dog walking. I think this is going to be ugly.
Hey, get the sauce. What's up, everybody? I had originally said there was no live stream today. I didn't know there was a baseball game on tomorrow. I found out there was a baseball game on like an hour ago. So TV Jones asked for the link. I assumed he was going to come on and do his victory dance. Literally saved him a spot on the show, and he doesn't even show up.
If that's not TV Jones, I don't know what is, honestly.
He said, send me the link in all caps. He demanded
Trevor,
the link.
I'm sitting here with the newborn in my hand. I'm here. Where are you? Where are you?
I think we know where he's at. He's at the local watering hole. What's the place he called it?
No, he's at the Wisconsin game.
Oh, he's at the Oh, man, they got crushed.
Yeah, so he's getting crushed.
He called that.
Well, he called both sides. First, he said 23-3 Iowa. And then he said later on, take Badgers money line.
After he got a couple drinks in him.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. He told us it was on the morning show this morning. He was in the comments, and I could tell he was already a little sparked, and it was 10 a.m. And we made a joke like Trevor's drunk already, and he was like Bloody Marys and Coors Lights. Like, dude, it's 10 in the morning. That's how they do it out there in Wisconsin. So. Yeah, hope everyone's having a good one as I am sitting pretty much dead even in college football. I'm down 0.15 units. So I have one bet left. If I get Arizona State, which it doesn't look good, I'll be up about 0.8 units. If I lose Arizona State, I'll be down 1.15 units, which, hey, streak of winning Saturdays comes to an end. But, hey, the streak of winning weeks stays alive thanks to the midweek games. So let's just get into it. This will be quick. Seattle, Toronto. Game one of the series, I'm assuming the lead story here. Oh, actually, they had a day off, though. So is the bullpen good? Is the bullpen good for Seattle?
I don't think you really have anything to worry about. I mean, not in this game, personally. They've all been worked a ton. Daddy's working right now. They've all been worked a ton, but at the same time, like, I'm not in a position where I'm going to worry about them. I mean, and especially with the day off. I mean, Munoz, Brash, Bizzardo, all those guys had worked a lot, but they've also had days off in between. So it's not like they're 3 of the last 4 or anything like that. So you should be good to go.
So you think the market is overreacting to the spot?
Can't really decide. Obviously, I'm just piss poor this year, so my opinion really doesn't hold any water at all. Go Cubs, go today. I do like the fact that what I do like from what we saw from Bryce Miller, earlier in that Detroit game. Obviously, he gave up a couple runs later, but I think that if he can do the same type of performance, I think that the Mariners can be in this game. So you can put the Seattle up for me. I'm definitely not laying the juice with Toronto. I just don't love the spot for Toronto with the days off after beating the Yankees, and that was such a big deal. And I'm not making fun of them for finally beating the Yankees or anything like that. But regardless, that was a huge win for that franchise. You get all the Ortiz and Vladdy. The Yankees lose gifts and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is that these teams have history in the postseason, and it hasn't been great for Seattle. And there's a part of me that feels like that maybe it's just Seattle's time. So, again, that doesn't really do much for game one. But Kevin Gausman's been good, but we've gone back since we've been doing the voice calls with just me, you, and Prop Beaver back in the day before we went on the live shows or gave out plays. We've talked about Kevin Gausman as a huge home favorite. Obviously, he's been pitching really good this year, but Kevin Gausman at home in a big spot, not a place I'm looking at. And if you look at his last 4 starts at home, 2 of them really good, 2 of them really mediocre. And again, Seattle has seen him once. Toronto has seen Bryce Miller as well. I just don't see there's a huge advantage for Toronto here to be warranting this price. So if Bryce Miller goes out there and gets absolutely throttled, then take your If you think that, then take your Toronto -1.5 or whatever. But I think this is going to be a very close game and a very close series. I would expect some runs from both sides because these are two of the best offenses in Major League Baseball. And as we've seen from their games this year, 3-1, 8-4, 8-3, 6-3, 6-3, 9-1. Every game has 10 runs. Obviously, I'm joking around a little bit, but you see runs. I don't know if the playoffs are going to change that or not, but I think that with Seattle finally winning a playoff series and getting a monkey off their back, you can say it's a letdown spot for them, but I don't think so. I think it's a little bit more of a letdown spot for Toronto. If we're talking spots, regardless, it's only Seattle for me.
Yeah, only 7.5. I'm assuming the roof's going to be closed, Spoon.
It's going to be lower temperatures, no chance for precipitation. So there's a decent chance the roof's open, but high 60s, low 70s for when the game's going to be going on. So not a guarantee either way. I capped it as the roof being open, though.
So, yeah, I feel like 7.5's low. I think Seattle could score some runs off Toronto, and Bryce Miller's not exactly an arm you would expect it to shut down Toronto on the road. I feel like it goes over, right?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. The over 7.5, you can get -115 on it right now. I look at this as a little bit of chess versus checkers kind of game strategy. You're playing for 7 games here rather than just 5 in the last series, and Seattle just did work a bunch of their good relievers here in this last game. Bryce Miller's kind of been back and forth. I don't expect them to be in a great position to win this ball game when he comes out of it. It's a tie ball game at best, and after that, they bring in a long reliever and try to get as many innings out of that as possible. I think there's runs to be had in this game. Kevin Gausman, Toast alluded to it, he's given up quite a few runs here recently. Over the course of the season, he had a great year, but I think Seattle's bats can get to him pretty loaded up throughout this. Seattle, even though I don't think they win this game, they would like to make Toronto use as many of their bullpen arms as possible. So I think that over 7.5 is going to be very live. I haven't moved on it yet, but looking at this game, I do expect Toronto to win. There's no value in that money line. I think there's a little bit of value in the over.
I'll say over. As far as the side, I kind of want to go Seattle too, but I'll say my pick for the game is over. I'll put Seattle up.
Those 7.5s are kind of juice. So if you see 8s in the morning, it's probably a good indication if there's going to be runs. If you don't see 8s, judging by the line movement and how telling it's been in this Major League playoffs, probably Seattle.
Someone asked about the Sunday morning live show. No, not when the morning game's on. It's way too much work for not many people to watch. And
yeah, that's what sucks. Nobody watches because everybody's watching the game.
Yeah, everyone's watching the game. And like, we want to watch the game too. Like, yeah, it's just. So now I'll put an NFL video up later. I got a lot of work to do on it though, so it'll be up in like a couple hours. All right, cool. Everyone have. Oh yeah, no, we're good. All right, everyone.
Well, just one quick thing, guys. Chris Boswell kicking points tomorrow. The GOAT's back tomorrow. That's all I got to say.
Chris Boswell kicking points. All right, yeah. If you want to send me your kicker props, I'll put them in the NFL video I'm making.
I will do that. Yes.
All right, cool. So yeah, that'll be up. Give me like a couple hours. I have 7 games done, so I'd like to I'm down to skip a couple, but I would like to cover more games in the video. So, all right,
Dolphins money line.
I'm on Dolphins. Yeah, plus 4.5. It looks like it dropped a little bit too. I see 3.5s now. I'm a little worried about that offensive line though. It's a mess.
Did you also, just really quickly, since we have a little bit of time, did you gain any respect for Washington State traveling across the country and almost upsetting Ole Miss this week?
I certainly lost some respect for Ole Miss.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Can I interest you in a loss of respect for Ole Miss?
I'll take it.
No, I only watched the first half of that game. Actually, I don't have enough TVs.
I wouldn't have watched it either if I was you.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna get back to work. Talk to you guys.